Alright. Bring this up her Loxel. Maybe. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why did my thumbnail not save? Oh, it did. So why wasn't it on the main page? Oh boy. Alright. Farming. What's up, Tony? Farming 722. Farming 722. No. Copy that. Paste that. And save. Alright. Cool beans. We're good. Alright. Now we come over here. We turn that off. And we set that bait there. Alright. Now we go help our combine, which is sitting there waiting to be unloaded. Because I was too busy getting stuff. Actually, I had to. Okay. Oofa. Had to restart my computer because I was getting some horrible lag spikes just driving around. So, bruh, you missed all this. Yeah, okay. Got to pull in here, destroy crops. That's something they need to improve on. When they notice that they're getting full, they should stop at the end of the row and wait instead of doing this. Giants make it happen. I mean, come on. They've been making the same game since, what was it, 2009 was the first farming simulator? Sounds about right, right? Been making the same game now for over 10 years. If GTA, if half the AI improvements coming in GTA 6 is true, like, I think Giants can make it so they stop at the end of the row if they're starting to get full. That's a fart. Just saying.
That's a massive fart.
That's what your mom thought you were, and then you popped out. She's like,
No,
oh.
she thought I was a shit.
And then
She's like, I gotta poop. And then, yeah.
you just wouldn't go down the toilet, so she decided to keep you.
She goes, well, that is one big pile of shit that's gonna clog up the toilet. She still tells that story at every family reunion.
Could you imagine?
Like, oh, there's Billie Jean and her boy Mikey. Billie Jean, tell us how he was born. Well, I was at home. Daryl was out in the
Getting
field
some
working,
wicked bubble guts.
and I had some Taco Bell, and I was like, ooh, my
We gotta
gut's
change our
bubbling
shirt.
up. I thought I had diarrhea, and so I went to the bathroom, pulled my pants, did my thing. And I bubbled a little bit more, and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, and I was like, damn, that Taco Bell plugged me up tonight, which is unusual because usually Taco Bell makes you poop. Oh, not this time, honey. I thought I was constipated. And then I kept pushing, and all of a sudden I heard a bloop.
No,
And then I heard this crying. I thought, oh, Lord, that was such a big poop. My ass is crying. And then I got up to wipe, and by golly, there was a baby. Even though I was pregnant, just thought I had the bubble guts. And, well, I tried flushing him down the toilet, but he clogged the toilet, and then we had to call a plumber. And, honey, you know how much a plumber cost? Too much money to spend on that baby, so we just had to keep him.
It's me. Hi. Hi.
Is that why he's fucked up looking? Yep.
Yep, that's where his head hit the hole.
That's where the plunger was hitting him in the face nonstop because I was trying to plunger him, but he wouldn't go through.
And that's how he got the dent on his forehead.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait, that other dent? That's from when his daddy was fucking me while we were pregnant. Didn't know we were pregnant. Christ. What's that one? Oh, that's from the neighbor, but don't tell his daddy. He don't know.
What about that one? Oh, that's where I dropped him.
What about that one? Oh, that was my brother Bubba. What? Well, we are in the South after all, honey.
Roll Tide!
That shit happens. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you start a one-hit show on ABC. Could you imagine the backlash if we actually turned that into a show?
Hey, you know, they're desperate for writers right now. We could probably like pitch a halfway decent show and probably get on air right now if we really wanted to.
Could you imagine? we throw that bit at them. They're like, that is literally the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But we're desperate. Can you start writing tomorrow? We'll sign you. Who would you like to be your starting actor? Tom Cruise. Tom's more of an action guy. I feel like he's into incest. Don't know why, I just feel like that. So I think he'd be perfect. Sir,
Donnie Marie available?
Yeah. Tom Cruise doesn't have a southern accent. Well, work on him.
What's up, Sean? How are you?
Then people from Alabama's like, hey, that's picking on us. Like, okay, fine. The brothers from Alabama, the sisters from West Virginia, they didn't know they were brothers and sisters until they already bada bada bang bang a couple times. Then they found out, and then they were so madly in love, they just kept doing it.
It's a true love story.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, Sean. It's a love story, brother, just say yes.
The sad part, though, is I don't think you can really say it was love at first sight, because first sight would have been them coming out of their mama's vagina. They just didn't know it. But then watch them, like, ABC's like, this is like the worst idea ever, but we're desperate. I think next thing you know,
it's a hit.
Sign on for season 2. They're like, oh, America's #1 comedy show, love show.
Mason, what's up? How are you, sir?
Brotherly, sisterly love. Part 2.
Keep it in the family.
Turns out so good, they want to make a movie about it.
I'm telling you, we can make it happen.
Then we could have real incest. Just bring in Angelina Jolie and her brother. Oh, too soon?
It's a bit weird. That's good.
They're like, man, they go hardcore for their movies. They're not even hiring actors. They're just bringing in real incest family members.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, it's all about the authenticity.
Don't you think that's immoral? Well, we learned from the porn industry. We'll just put step in front of it.
Oh, yeah, once you put a step in, it makes it all better.
Yeah, nobody cares after that.
Nope. What about cousin? Yep, nope, that goes back to the weirdness.
What about step cousin? Clear.
Oh, perfectly fine.
Alright, what we need to do here... Our cows are doing pretty good.
Everybody's leaving the movie theaters. What the fuck did we just watch? Oh no, but I ain't ever getting those 2 hours back. I know this may be weird, but do you want to watch it again? Weirdly, I do. All right, round 2.
Come out the second time. It's even more messed up than the first time. Now you know what's going on.
The worst part, there's more shit to it than what I realized. I didn't pay attention the first time.
Definitely getting it when it comes out on DVD.
Are you kidding? We're pirating that shit.
Brandon's done watched it on Plex 37 times.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should make one about bestiality. That way he's got something to watch, I guess. Yeah, bitch. I don't like fucking humans. I like fucking animals, bitch.
The chicks from Pennsylvania. It's just a bunch of chickens.
You remember that scene from the original Jurassic Park when all them little fucking bird-looking creatures are running from the T-Rex? They got like that clip of them running up over the hill. That's Brandon. There's a bunch of chickens running. You just see them popping their heads over the hill running. You see Brandon chasing them behind them.
Roar.
Come here. Cox, I love you. Cox. And then you see Colonel Sandals chasing behind him, trying to kill him, fucking his chickens.
Story of one chicken and one man who were madly in love, but her father didn't accept it.
Father.
He's a human,
Colonel.
she's a chicken, what do you want? I want to marry your chicken.
Plot twist. 30 years later, KFC's formed. That's my secret recipe.
Love.
And Brandon's baby making juice. See, the great thing is I hate KFC. Haven't eaten there in 15 years, so it don't bother me. To say
I can't
shit
tell
like
you the
that.
last time I had it either.
Dude, the last time I got KFC, I fucking bit into a raw piece of chicken. So, yeah, I'm never going back.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I had KFC. Oh, I can tell you, it's whenever they had the Nashville hot chicken tenders. That's the last time I had it.
I don't even know when that is.
That's been a while ago. Whenever Reba was doing the Colonel commercials. It's been a few years ago.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, they shouldn't do that. Because it's kind of like Kansas City barbecue. You can't redo it. You know, you could try. And see, that's the thing. All these people who've never been to Nashville to have real
Me?
Nashville hot wings, they're not going to know what it's like. They're like, oh, that's okay. No, it's actually better if you really go to Nashville.
You don't know what it's like. Never been.
Nashville? Oh, I love Nashville.
I've been, the only place I've been, Tennessee, is Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg area.
Well, sir, you need to do a lot more traveling.
I want to go to Memphis. I just want to go to Graceland.
No, you don't.
But
You
that's
just
like
want
a
to,
that's like a 6-hour drive from.
you just want to see where Michael Orr lived.
Nah.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, I saw that in a movie. And you get shot because it's Memphis.
Where's Sandra Bullock at?
What a babe.
Nah, I want to go. I want to go to Graceland. I think I'd rather go to. Well, I've heard like horror stories about Memphis these days, but I'd rather go to Graceland in Nashville.
Well, Graceland's not bad. You can only tour half the house, though.
Yeah, you can't go upstairs.
Nope.
Because that's where Elvis still lives to this day.
You know, it'd be crazy if you really did. Like, millions of people a year visit his house. Don't even realize the king's upstairs, probably watching Golden Girls.
There's people that seriously out there that believe that's the reason why you can't go upstairs, because he's still alive.
No,
and that's where he lives. Like
you don't think somebody would have caught a photo by now?
Yeah, like he's like he takes a afternoon nap and completely forgets that he's not supposed to be alive, and just wanders down in his robe, and, you know, scratching his stomach, going into the fridge, and be like, "Oh shit!" Like,
I mean, let's put it this way: the guy's been dead for over 40 years. That's pretty fucking goddamn good if you can stay upstairs for 40 years without being caught by anybody.
No kidding.
Like, he can't even fart. Like, he's not even allowed to fart while people are there. Can you imagine holding a fart in all day? It's like, oh, I gotta poop. Oh, I gotta poop, but I gotta hold it until 5 o'clock when we close. Then you hear
the
click.
Tour guide.
All right, King, we're closed.
Tour guide taking a group through. You just hear.
What was that?
That was
the ghost of Elvis.
The ghost of Elvis's turd.
When he died on the throne.
That was his last. That was his last noise he made.
I mean, I guess it would be believable because, you know, he did die on the throne taking a poop. Could you imagine being paramedics?
Think about it. If he actually died, like, was actually alive, sorry, not dead. If he was actually alive, do you think he would let that story spin? He died on the toilet. What? These people are saying I died. Nope, I'm alive. I made it. I survived. I would not just sit upstairs while everybody is talking about how I died on the shitter.
He goes to his publicist. He's like, all right, like, I don't know, is it the publicist? He's like, all right, Mark, listen, I'm getting old, getting fat. I don't want to tour no more. I just want people to leave me alone. Well, we can fake your death. All right, what are we coming up with? Well, you go in, take a poop, and you have a heart attack while taking a poop, and you die on the throne. A little weird, but okay, we'll go with it.
Or is it could add fuel to the fact, because who's not going to believe that story? Like, you tell everybody he died on the toilet, everybody's like, well, that's too crazy not to be true. He's got to be dead. They're geniuses.
I mean, I don't know, if I was a celebrity, I'd be like, hey, like, I want to fake my death. Oh yeah, how'd you die? Went to Texas Roadhouse, had a good dinner, had to poop. That loaded baked potato wasn't coming out so good.
It came out whole.
Yeah. Oh, that might make it worse. Like, he died of a heart attack and expanded booty hole? Poor guy.
And just leave a whole ass potato sitting on the floor in the living room, like it shot through the floor.
And over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the potato that Mr. Elvis Presley pooped out when he died. Good Lord, that sucker was huge!
That thing came out whole. Jesus
potato.
Christ!
Idaho
the potato.
Potato. That's their free. That's their free advertisement. They put Idaho potato, a little sticker in front of the potato.
Just put the pedestals to the Idaho potato, like they did with the one that was on the trailer.
Yeah. Mom, can I take a picture with the next to Elvis Presley's poop potato? Oh my God, yes! Memories forever.
Oh my God. When the family wants to sell off Graceland, they buy it. It's just Graceland, brought to you by Idaho Potato.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, but we're not going to let you sell that. What do you mean you're not going to let us sell it? It's our family. Yeah, well, part of our property is inside there, so, yeah, that's a no-go. That's too much free publicity just to let it go.
Who gets it after his grandkids die? That's what I want to know. Because you had...
I know, because one grandkid's already dead.
Yeah, the boy's dead, and the girl's a lesbian, I think. She ain't having any kids unless she adopts.
I'm sure he'll just stay... Get stable, just stay there.
Yeah, but who would be the head of this estate? I guess it goes to whoever's running the museum then?
I'd say that property's already bought and paid for permanently with money. So a lot of times, like what they'll do, like there's a couple houses here for wealthy families, like the rich people from like the 1800s. That property's got like a fund that pays for everything all year long.
Yeah, like they have historical societies and such, but
well, no, like this ain't historical society. Like the family itself set up through a bank for a trust fund. So like the property stays in their name. Like we have a huge park called Krug Park. Now everybody calls it Krug Park, but technically their name is Krug. Like the family doesn't even nobody from the family even lives in Missouri no more. But it stays in the family and everything through the bank trust. Like the guy that started it left all his money there, so every year, all the taxes and everything gets paid for through his funding. And then of course a lot of that stuff, like places like that, I'm sure is already on the national historical list. So after that, then you get grants and everything else.
They're not struggling for money whatsoever. As many people visit that place, and then not only that, they have like it's like a miniature shopping center there where you go in and it has all of his cars and his suits and everything. What's up, Lawrence? How are you, man?
Oh yeah, Graceland. It's a lot of fun. But Nashville, you'd have a lot of fun in Nashville too. But you got to make sure you go to Toot Toots.
Is that like a bathroom?
No, it's a historical bar in Nashville. Anybody in country music history has their name signed on bricks. Not Toot Toots, sorry, Tootsie.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Toot Toots is a bar in a town north up here that have like the greatest food of all time. And I was thinking about it earlier. But yeah, no, Tootsie's is the place to go. It's always fucking packed, but they got a bar upstairs and they got a bar downstairs. Downstairs is where all the signatures are on the bricks. Anybody who's ever played there also signs their name. Then you can go to the Wheel. The Wheel's a lot of fun. The stage is a lot of fun. Then you go to Music Row. You go to the Red Rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Brand's on board now.
Yeah, you can't miss it. There is literally a 14-foot tall red rooster in front of the building. Oh God, don't take Brandon with you.
That's
actually, you know what? Take
home
Brandon
with me.
Take Brandon with you because he would get arrested, and they'd probably just give him an electric chair.
Nope. He's like, that 10-foot tall chicken's coming home with me. Nobody's gonna stop me. Rent a train car so they can get it back to Pennsylvania.
What are you arrested for? Oh, I was making love with this big cock. I'm intrigued.
Well, shit, that's illegal nowadays? I'll have to add on my sentence.
Bend over, cock bitch. Oh, what? Oh! Ooh. I wasn't talking about that cock bitch, but I'm intrigued.
What the hell? I hate the Pierce Quantum. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I love the Pierce Lance. The old school Lances are amazing. I've always thought the Pierce Quantums were ugly.
I'm not looking forward to next week.
Everyone I've ever seen has been. I've never seen a Quantum and I was like, hey, that looks good. I think they're all just ugly. They really don't, though. Man, they're just making money off Hulk Hogan as long as they can, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew that guy would still be so relevant? They Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con's coming on, and Mattel is going on, and Mattel on the preview night, not even when like they announced all the releases, on the preview night debuted 11 new Hulk Hogan figures. It's like, Jesus Christ. He's getting a whole freaking 3-pack. Do you think it's cool that they're doing one for, it's going to be a 3-pack of The Rock, Rocky Maivia, and his grandfather. Shit, why can't I think of his name?
Dude, could you imagine, like, if they did an action figure set of the entire Samoan family? You'd have to have a semi-trailer just to haul the pack. I can see her wife right now. Feenix? Why is there a semi parked out in front of the apartment? Oh, I just went and picked up the whole Samoan family set. Oh, okay, and why the semi? Oh, that's the entire set. It fills up the entire semi. Good lord.
There's only like 2 million of them.
And that's not even their family members back at their home. Doing local shows. That's not including the babies in the wombs wrestling. Like, I feel like all the entire family, like, they're in the wombs just wrestling. They're looking forward.
Jimmy and Jay. They're just in there beating the living daylights out of each other.
Spearing the shit out of each other. Doing the Superman punch.
It's just crazy how I remember like most of these guys, and knowing that they're all freaking intertwined. It's crazy.
I still love watching them anytime they do an interview with anybody from that family. Well, let's talk about
They ask them how they're all related.
And the best part is, like, now they're all getting to the point, it's like, oh, not this again.
Oh, I hate the
Like,
Quantums.
like
I don't care
3
how
hours to
roomy
explain
they are.
everything.
They're ugly.
And it still never fails. Like, no matter how many times you watch it, everyone's still intrigued. Like, oh, really? Wow. I didn't know that.
Well, even like when they were interviewing the Usos, like they're like we're not quite sure how we relate. We're related somehow, but we just call everybody cousin. So it gets even more confusing because we're just telling everybody that's our cousin. Really, he might not be. He might be our uncle, but we just say, "Oh, he's our cousin."
I did watch an interview one time with Roman Reigns. They asked him about it. He's like, he basically said the same thing. He's like, everybody's either uncle or cousin. He said, well, why do you say that? He goes, I'm not gonna lie, there's too many of us to even fucking remember who's who anymore.
It's crazy because even like Nia Jax is somehow tied up into the family.
Yeah, Nia Jax is Rikishi's niece.
I did it for The Rock.
Yeah, Rikishi's niece, Jimmy and Jay's cousin.
And then Jimmy's married to... I don't know. I don't remember which one, but one of them's married to... her name... she's Ember Moon in WWE. Now she's Athena in AEW. And the other one's married to that... I don't remember what her name was in WWE, but her name Trinity
Fox.
now.
There's something Fox.
No. The glow in the dark one.
Yeah, one of their names was something Fox at WWE for a while.
But now she goes. She actually uses the actual last name Trinity Fatu. So hey, their kids that come up and wrestling. That's more to the family.
Well, somebody asked The Rock, it's like, is your daughter going to get in wrestling? He goes, nope.
She's in wrestling.
Background. You hear the background. Yep.
Yeah, she's in NXT now.
No, well, yeah, but I'm talking about his youngest daughter.
Oh, but I don't think they've acknowledged that she's The Rock's daughter, but she is The Rock's daughter. It's like, why do you not just be like, this is the Rockette? Like, just a carbon copy of The Rock. Just let her do the Rock whole shtick.
Well, because I think people take her going, do you smell a little? They might look at that a little different with her being a female.
Do you smell what the Rockette is cooking?
You hear somewhere in the background? Yeah, fish! Oh, that's just wrong. I'm gonna have to buy a new headset next time I get paid. I might go get me a wireless one again. I miss them days.
Yeah, I've never been a wireless headset guy, but my wife's got these Bluetooth earbuds, and the other day I was out in the kitchen working, and I popped on. I hooked them up to my phone and was listening to my Billy Madison Show podcast. And when she got home, I was like, I kind of like those. Not gonna lie, they'll fit my ear pretty good. I honestly thought about hooking them up to my computer. Now I have that Bluetooth thing in the back of my computer.
Yeah, I miss the old headset when I used to be able to go to the bathroom and still talk, and then go pick on the neighbor outside and still talk.
No, we're glad you can't take us into the bathroom anymore.
Well, everything was fine and dandy until I got somebody in trouble because I flushed the fucking toilet. Didn't realize the sound of a fucking toilet was copyrighted.
Yeah, MLG, bud.
By the way, by law, how the fuck can you copyright that? It's a natural sound.
Oh, no, it's a man-made sound.
Well,
Gee, copyright that shit, bud.
You know what? I'm gonna copyright the sound of wind.
I'm gonna copyright the sound of breaking wind. Let's go. Just
probably
record
is
my
what-
farts and copyright every single one of them.
The sad
Every time
part
someone
probably
farts, be like, "You owe me a
is-
quarter."
The sad part is somebody probably already has copyright.
What's up, Zach? How are you?
Flatulence.
Favorite state police car? I voted for Vermont this year. I think Delaware
Well,
screwed up by
actually,
picking
you know
the
what?
one they did. They should have picked the
Sound
blue
of
one.
fart and shit is
The
copyrighted.
blue with the white stripe, I think is the one. The anniversary
His
edition.
name is Taylor Swift. Oh, that was a knee slapper.
I missed it. What?
I said the sound of taking a shit, farting is copyrighted. It's called Taylor Swift.
Oh, you're lucky. PJ's is at a Luke Combs concert right now. He
Oh,
wouldn't let you hear the end of that.
well, he'll be here tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I guess he said he wouldn't be here tonight because he's going to Luke Combs, and he did not sound excited about it whatsoever. Matter of fact, his comment was, "I can't wait for it to be over with."
Oh, don't let him fool you. He's gonna be like a screaming.
Oh no, he was
bull rover.
fangirling. I was like, Luke Combs is gonna come out the next day and be like, he was sexually assaulted because someone threw a pair of cat panties up on stage in his PJs.
Yeah. But don't worry, I'll tell that same joke tomorrow when he's around.
We gotta figure out how to bring that back up in the conversation. Did I say hey Zach? I don't remember if I
talking
did.
about
Or not.
copyright.
Hey Zach. All about copyright.
All about copyright.
That's copyrighted. Nellie's out the fair tonight. Wonder if I open the back door if you could hear hot and so hot and her.
Oh boy.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, isn't he from your part, neck of the woods? Isn't he from St. Louis?
Nelly? Yeah. Yep. The better rappers came from this side of the state.
Did you say the better rappers? Who's the better rappers?
Well, Eminem from St. Joe. And Tech Nine's from Kansas City.
I don't know if you can still consider Eminem was good back in his day, but now he's kind of filling off. That whole coffee pot freestyle kind of. It's like, what the hell was that?
Well, what he does now still has no effect on the fact that he will go down as the greatest rapper of all time. I mean, he's ruined people's careers with this rap. Now, the only bad thing about that is now the fact that every white dude in this town thinks they're a rapper. Like, Eminem did it! Well, yeah, Eminem actually has skills. You don't. That is like the main big difference. It's actually very key importance of the situation too. Like, I feel like if you're going to be a rapper, you should probably have the skills of a rapper, and you don't. I mean, that's like if your goal is to be a.
But I can rhyme with lime. Oh.
I mean, I feel like if you want to be an NFL quarterback, you should probably be pretty good at playing quarterback.
Have you seen half the quarterbacks in the NFL? I don't think that's a requirement. Joe
Very
Flacco
opposite.
won a Super Bowl and he sucked. Alright?
He's not the worst quarterback you guys ever had.
He wasn't good. You're just
Oh,
further
better than
proving my
Lamar
point.
Jackson.
He's not good either.
That's what I'm saying. Your whole fan base is batshit crazy over Lamar Jackson. Joe Flacco was
I
a hell
don't
of a lot
understand.
better.
Don't understand that one.
Like, he's a great quarterback. Well, he's not a quarterback. He's a running back. So there is a difference. Like, he could throw. Yeah, under. He can underthrow and pray like hell somebody runs and gets it.
I mean, that's what Joe Flacco. But Joe Flacco just launched to some bitch downfield. He just had the weapons and downfield that could actually get up and make the catch. Well, I guess Lamar Jackson's going to have the weapons this year, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson still has to be able to throw.
Good point. Good point. But
And the fact that he's probably going to get hurt after the first game.
good point. Good point.
He-
But
He's like Colin
at
Kaepernick.
least he's not Colin Kaepernick.
Well, I don't know. He's got the brains of Colin Kaepernick to realize, oh, hey, you know, if I'm going to play a quarterback position, I should probably learn how to throw. Because everybody and their dog is going to watch film on me running. They're going to figure out how I can run and why I run, and then they're going to murder me. And I'll never get to play football ever again.
That's what I don't
Then
understand.
I will pull the race card and then just be like, oh, they're blackballing me because I'm black. No, you're blackballed because you suck.
All these
Literally
quarterbacks that are known for it, they have like one breakout year and then they suck because everybody figures out what they're gonna do. It's like you did good 1 year. Why are we making them the face of the franchise? What doesn't make any sense. You constantly run the ball, the defense is going to pick up on it, and they're going to destroy your ass.
Yeah, those
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Oh, I feel like another one's coming up. See, that's what cracks me. Everyone's like, Patrick Mahomes is running quarterback. No, not really. He runs when he needs to.
He's a quarterback that can run, not a running quarterback.
Yeah. See, Josh
There's a
Allen.
huge difference.
Josh Allen's a running quarterback. Lamar Jackson's a running quarterback. Robert Griffin III was a running quarterback. Kaepernick was a running quarterback. Now,
Peyton
just
Manning
like
was a
Michael
quarterback that didn't like to run.
yeah. So was Tom Brady. And God forbid when they did run, it was so fucking awkward, but somehow they did it. I don't know how. But that's like Peyton Manning tricked the whole entire offense, including the camera people, and ran in for a touchdown.
And then it was like, my feet hurt.
And they were like, man, I'm flat-footed. This is not very good.
God, I miss Peyton Manning.
Oh, dude. Him and his brother make the best commercials of all time.
Mm-hmm. Those ESPN commercials with the whole family, Jesus Christ. That was gold.
I
They're
think
just
Saturday
going through
Night
the
Live-
office, kicking the shit out of each other.
My favorite
So,
thing
Brandon, how you tonight,
for
man?
Peyton Manning of all time has to be a Saturday Night Live skit where he's playing football with the kids. Just like literally throwing the ball at their heads. Catch it, Johnny!
He's just launching the football in the side of their heads.
Yeah.
What the F's your problem, Johnny? I like the commercials we did where, like the paper boy threw the freaking paper through his front window. Great arm!
Favors them two fucking working at the grocery store.
Man, why
Yeah, I
man?
got some guy named Eli Manning to sign my loaf of bread. I will never eat this loaf of bread.
I still when the one where it's them two, the other brother and their father walking through the ESPN studios, and Peyton and Eli just kicking the living shit out of each other throughout the whole office. that's still my favorite.
Dude, did you watch last year before the NFL season started where Eli went undercover as like a 40-year-old college football player?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, he goes, been playing football very long? Oh, yeah, for like a few years. You used to watch the NFL? Yeah. He goes, you ever heard of that Peyton Manning guy? Yeah. Yeah, he fucking sucks. He's horrible. Worst quarterback ever. I thought he was good. No, he fucking sucks. If you ever see him, you should tell him he sucks. He goes, but he's got that brother, Eli. The guy goes, who? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's like, how do you, like, Eli and Peyton both are, like, very distinguishable people. Like, how he not, all he had was a mustache on. How did you not know that's Eli Manning? If you watched NFL in the past, 10 years, how do you not know who Eli Manning is?
Well, the fact that they both have humongous foreheads.
Yeah, it stands out.
And that's one thing I love about, like,
that sucks to hear, Brent.
He'll admit it. He goes, I understand how people don't see who I am. He's like, my forehead's the size of a skyscraper.
I couldn't even tell you like half of the starting quarterbacks in the league. I used to keep up with it, but I haven't in years. I think Joe Flacco broke me when it came to being a Ravens fan. Like that whole we won a Super Bowl, but he didn't do shit after.
I don't want to hear it. Did you ever have to deal with Matt Castle?
Did you ever have to deal with Kyle Bowler?
Kyle Bowler wasn't bad. Now, see where you guys fucked up. We gave you guys Elvis Grbac. Now, that was fun. You ever had to deal with a guy named Tyler Thickman? Nope.
Never heard of her. Did you guys ever come close to signing Colin Kaepernick? Nope.
Yeah. We actually did at one time.
They had they were working on the contract. Like they had it on the table, working on it. And then his woman tweeted something out about Steve Buscemi being a slave owner with Ray Lewis in the picture or something.
Yeah, you know why he was going to the Ravens? Because he was actually getting ready to sign a contract with the Chiefs, and the Ravens offered him more money. So he told him he didn't want to sign with the Chiefs. He was going to the Ravens. So that happened, and he came back. He's like, how about that offer for the Chiefs? They're like, no. He's like, you kind of just left us in the dust. We went and signed another quarterback already. But see, that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, he was like, oh, I'm being blackballed. No, motherfucker. All 32 teams were going to give you a chance until you pulled your little fancy stunt there in Atlanta because everybody had it set up. You were doing it at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. And then, like, an hour before you were supposed to be there, you called them up and was like, oh, yeah, hey, I'm not doing it there. I'm doing it where I want at this high school. So most teams goes, well, fuck you. You want to play games? We're done. And then you want to cry, I'm being blackballed. No. The thing is, you don't take the game serious. No team wants you because you're a distraction. You're only in it for fame and money.
Mm-hmm. What is he? I haven't heard his name in a long ass time. Is he finally out of the spotlight?
Oh no, he's still with Nike.
I ain't saying much.
Oh, yeah, he's still with Nike. Now he's doing some commercial for some, like, $1,000 budget football game thing. Where he...
I wonder if he's gonna come out as trans to be relevant again.
Oh, no, he'll... All you gotta do is keep bringing up race, and then he'll be relevant.
Yeah, but race wars aren't a thing anymore. It's now, you know, a war against trans people. So he's not really relevant currently.
The race is still a big thing.
The race is on, and here comes Pride down the back stretch.
They're actually playing right down the road from me right now. I was technically supposed to be there, but I feel like getting out tonight. I'm tired.
Yeah, was Nelly playing in your backyard? Didn't think so.
No. No, I've seen Nelly before. Not bad.
He's got to be somewhat of a good show. They invited him back. I think he was here last year, a year before too. So
Don't ask me why, but the band I was with, we opened up for him down at Lake the Ozarks. I don't know why you'd have a country. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad. I mean, Nelly did do a country song with Tim McGraw. I guess it ain't all that weird. And Ellie's actually done a couple country songs. What?
It's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. Was it PJs that didn't believe me that happened?
Probably.
It's either PJs or dumb. One of them didn't believe me that Nelly did a song with Tim McGraw. I had to link it.
It was like a #1 hit. Weeks.
Yeah, it was huge.
That's how the whole country rap thing got started.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna say I think Jelly Roll not that bad. I've been listening to his albums.
Jelly Roll's actually badass.
It's I enjoy the one song he's got on the was it his latest album?
Sons of the Sinner.
Might have been the one before it. No.
This the two songs he got out with this album.
Oh, it's not like a single. It's one of the songs on the album, but it's not a single. What's it called?
I like Jelly Roll. We used to book him all the time here in St. Joe because he was part of Tech Hines group. And then he went on his own. Then he
The Lost.
Then he went to country and, you know, rest is history.
It's called The Lost.
Huh. I never heard that one yet.
Oh, it was written by him, Jesse Frazier, and Miranda Lambert. Miranda Lambert's getting canceled because she doesn't want people taking selfies at her concert.
Nah, she's a bitch.
I get that. Like, how bad you gotta be to ruin things with Blake Shelton? Because Blake Shelton just looks like the most carefree guy in the world.
Well, you do it by cheating on him and then making out that he's the one that cheated on you.
Yeah.
Even though her bodyguard flat out came out, I was like, yeah, no, Blake never cheated on her. We were actually having sex the entire marriage. Like, even her own bodyguard was like, bitch, I am tired of your fucking shit. And what's funny is his career continues to keep going up, and then her career just took a huge pile of shit.
Yeah. When they were together, like, everything that she was putting out, everybody was going goo gaga, and then they split, and I couldn't tell you what she's done since then. I knew she's put out an album, but I couldn't tell you how many.
She's done a couple duets that made it big.
What's up, Landon? How are you?
But yeah, her career started going down, and then she started blaming people like these, like Carly Pierce and all these, like they ruined country music for us women. No,
yeah, I do remember that she was going on this whole rant that she was the like only real country country female music artist or something like that. I was like, how are you gonna sit there and say that while the queen of country music, Dolly Parton, is still out there making music?
I mean, that's the thing. You got Carrie Underwood still putting music out. You got Dolly Parton still around. You got Reba McEntire. Still got Joe D. Messina.
Has she put out? Well, no, she did do that song Rodeo. Even though it was just he wrote the song and she did they did a duet, but has she put
out an actual album?
Okay, I didn't know. I don't.
She never let it win. She never let it out to mainstream. It's just kind of like one of them deals where they put out a movie and just go straight to Blu-ray.
I didn't know if she's done anything new. I know she's still touring and everything.
Yeah, she's doing more with movies and stuff. She's actually starting to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff now.
But you'll never be as badass as getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, feeling like you're not worthy, so you do a whole ass rock album just to say you earned your way in. That is badass.
Yeah, a lot of people lost respect when Miranda came out. I was like, I'm the only true female country artist to ever be around. It's like, bitch, to this day, Dolly Parton Rita was smoking the shit out of you.
She wasn't even the best singer in the. She had like a group of. It was her and two other females. She wasn't even the best singer in that group.
Pistol Annies. That's the thing. Then you forget.
What's up, Jesse? How are you, man?
Better. Somebody goes, Miranda's better. Carrie Underwood's had a hell of a lot more #1 hits than Miranda. Miranda used to be also good looking, and then she I don't know, she looked like she just did a shit ton of drugs. Half the time you see a picture of her, she looks wasted as fuck. Her boyfriend is nobody gives a shit about her boyfriend. I mean, he's only banging her just because she's a celebrity.
Need that celebrity status.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good, Jesse. Thanks for asking. Alright.
Of course, I will say this. Nothing against Blake. But I do not see what he sees in Gwen Stefani. That is not the person I thought he would ever get with.
That one has me scratching my head too, but
I mean, I will say this, right now, I probably would take Gwen over Miranda. Now, back when Miranda and Blake were together, definitely Miranda.
Yeah, I don't. Not even like that. They're just like two polarly opposite people.
Uh-huh.
That one, that's a head scratcher.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Maybe we're not supposed to.
No. Love is weird. I mean, like a jelly roll. His wife is a smoking hot ex-Playboy bunny.
That whole story cracked me up. It
was funny though. So many people hate on her. It's like, oh, you're only with Jelly Roll for his money. And he'll be the first one to me. He goes,
yeah.
No,
I watched the interview. He was like,
I was homeless. She had the money.
He was like, he was, everybody calls her a gold digger, but he goes, I'm the gold digger. I didn't have anything. She had 2 cars, a house, and everything. He goes, I didn't have shit.
Yeah. He said they went on their first date, and he goes, you know, it was the first day. He goes, it really didn't go that great. He goes, after that, she moved me into her house. She bought me a car. She got my music career going.
Not only that, he's talked about how she, like, before they even knew that they were gonna work out, that she helped him get custody of his kid, and got him a place to live and all that.
She you know, she made sure that all of his legal stuff was taken care of, so he didn't go back to prison.
Combine all the way down there. Okay.
And then she said, "What's the one thing you need right now?" And he goes, "I want my daughter." And she paid for all the lawyer fees, all the court costs. But you know, it says a lot to her because she knows all this shit's being said. But if you notice, like, she don't talk shit. Like, she don't try to rub it in his face. She don't go up like, yeah, well, I'm the one that did this for Jelly Roll.
Nah, it's always him coming out.
It's always been him that comes out. It's like, hey, you know.
That's all I've heard anyway.
Yeah, he's like, don't be talking shit about my wife. He goes, she's not the gold digger, it was me. He goes, I didn't have nothing. He goes, I was living out of my car when we started dating.
I didn't even realize that's who it was in the video, where he's running by holding his ass, talking about how he farted and shit a little bit. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, fucking, like, Jelly Roll, I don't know, he's just one of the dudes that you just got, like, you just got love. But I love how they're talking about, because he's like, yeah, she always has my back. She's always back there supporting me. And he goes, until Trisha Yearwood comes up, and she shoves me out of the way. Oh, shit, I'm tired.
Same. I actually fell asleep. Went, got a shower and laid down in bed and fell asleep before I even come down here and started streaming.
I think I've had like 2 hours of sleep in the last 2 nights. I don't even know why. Like, I've just laid there.
My problem is falling asleep and staying. Like, I wake up throughout the night. I think that's my main problem.
I normally do that, but like, I don't know what the deal is. Like, I've tried everything and anything to fall asleep, and I can't. I just lay there.
Also, I think more of my problem is I'm drinking more water, which probably why I have to get up and go piss so many damn times in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do. God damn. The county government got hacked here on the 8th. And they still are not up and running yet. Said the FBI was coming in to investigate or something.
Of course it is, yeah. really trust me nowadays?
Hmm?
Can you really trust the FBI nowadays?
Yeah. Sorry for my FBI agent that's currently listening in. Not very trustworthy. Well,
I mean, it's funny how nobody, including them or the Secret Service, can figure out how cocaine shows up inside the White House.
yeah. In the most secure part of the building, too. Like,
While a certain drug addict son of a president happens to be there.
yeah. That was my thing, because first, I first got caught wind of it because a video popped up on suggestion on YouTube. It's a guy who films fire trucks out in Washington, D.C. So my first thing of it was him, like, he was filming like all of the responding vehicles and everything, and he's like, that's weird, looks like they're going towards the White House. But the first official statement was, oh, there was cocaine found on the road that goes in between the White House and another building. It's like, okay, all right, that's weird. You know, Hunter comes to visit and cocaine's found next to the White House. And then it evolved into, oh, it was found next to the White House on the White House property. And then it became, oh no, it's found in the White House. It's like, okay, what? Now it's like, oh no, it was found in the most secure part, the West Wing, where only the staff and their aides are allowed to be in. It's like, okay, all right. And you're going to tell me you don't know who that is? As many cameras are in that building, you're going to tell me you don't know who put it in there? Okay. It was in a locker. Who had that locker? That's all you got to figure it out.
So, are we going to take bets that, because, you know, I guarantee they're going to come out with whose fault it is right before elections start. We're going to take bets they blame somehow it's Donald Trump.
They've already done it. They said it was that they've... somebody tried to say that they suspect it was left over from the Trump campaign or Trump presidency. It's like, really, dude?
Like, so you've been in the house for 4 years almost, and you just now
no
found it.
one saw it. All right. Trump Jr. cracked me up though. He was doing a thing where he was talking to the crowd, and he's like, "Can you imagine if it was my laptop?" He was like, you know what my dad would have done to me if I've done all this? He would have sent me to Gitmo. But you know how bad it's getting that Delaware, as liberal as Delaware is, and as like pro Joe Biden as Delaware is. I mean, even before he became vice president, like, he was constantly getting elected as senator. Okay, as pro Joe Biden as Delaware is, Delaware was even investigating Hunter Biden. Like, the IRS agents testified in front of the Senate committee or Congress, whatever, that's currently going on. They testified that even Delaware was looking into him for tax evasion. And they were told that they couldn't investigate anything that had to do with the big guy, Dad, or Joe. If those terms came up, they couldn't investigate it. So how bad do you have to be to have your home state that is like you can do no wrong in to investigate you? That's some crazy shit.
Oh yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Someone did bring a pretty good point. And like, they don't like how Trump and DeSantis are like at odds with each other right now. The guy was like, he goes, Ron DeSantis is good governor. He's probably the best governor in the U.S. right now. He should run for president, but in 2028, he's like, can you imagine Trump is going to be like a bull in a china shop if he gets back into the office? He's going to go in. He knows where everything's at. He's going to go in on a warpath. He's pissed. And I'm like, you know, I kind of want to see this. Like, because he knows all the secrets. He's going to go in there and lay it all out. I'll take Trump as president again.
Oh yeah, I think what's funny though is like the shit he talked on DeSantis. He goes, yeah, he goes, I pushed for him, I voted for him, and the motherfucker wants to run against me, so now I hate him.
Oh, his freaking Trump's Instagram has become next level troll. Like, he's trolled Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, all of them. Like, he had a video when DeSantis was announcing he was running for president, like versus his announcement he was running for president, and because DeSantis did it on that the Twitter like thing, and it kept having technical issues and everything, and versus Trump coming out to like this huge crowd. And then Chris Christie, he had like a video of him sleeping on the plane, and he was like all tuckered out from a couple hours of work. And then there's when he was announcing his presidency, he put a buffet, or his team put a buffet in front of him, like superimposed on it, so it looked like he was walking around the stage picking up stuff from a buffet.
Oh, why Chris Christie, man, is actually trying to run. Like, he's got to know nobody likes him.
Yeah, he was like, didn't he have the worst approval rating as governor?
Well, yeah, because what he pissed everybody off in New Jersey is he banned everybody from going to the beach.
Oh yeah.
COVID, and then he turned around and went to the beach.
And he was on the beach by himself.
Yeah.
Well, with his family, but had the whole beach to himself. He just didn't want people to make beach whale comments. That was his problem.
Well, it's too late. Somebody took a picture of him at the beach. That's happening anyway.
Tony, if you're listening, I'm going to go ahead and sleep so I can see something. It's too damn dark.
Kick in. I'm losing energy.
Coca-Cola. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Mason, if you're still around, this is the one that they should have went with. That Delaware should have went with for best looking cruiser, in my opinion. Like the one they chose, the all gray one, they should have went with this one. They did a 100th anniversary thing for each of them. All right. Now we can see. I just need to find where I'm supposed to be. There we go. Three-hour tour. 3 hour. Oh, sorry.
I miss Gilligan's Island.
I'm shocked nobody's tried to remake it.
I'll give it time. You see they're redoing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Yes, with 7 magical creatures. They're not even dwarves.
Yeah, it's Snow
from
Mexican.
Olive Garden. Nice.
And then it's six middle-sized people, multicultural people, and one dwarf.
Yeah, you see who they had on Pierce Morgan talking about it? Freaking Hornswoggle.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. They had it was they were debating a gay guy who was like, it is offensive to cast dwarves in the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Hornswoggle was like, how is that offensive? Like, that, in what way were the dwarves portrayed as, like, in a negative light? Like, nothing about the Seven Dwarfs and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was negative towards dwarves. So why is that offensive?
Like even Ben Shapiro stated, he goes, do people not realize the dwarves were the actual hero in the movie? Because it wasn't Prince Charming. All Prince Charming did was come and kiss Snow White. Because the dwarves are actually the ones
that's the one they should be pissed off at.
He's like, the dwarves are the ones that actually destroyed the witch. But
so
the other person that was pissed off about the dwarves was oh fuck, what's his name? He's a dwarf. He's been in a shit ton of movies. He was in The Elf.
Peter Dinklage.
Yes, he's the one that was also offended about the dwarves.
Yeah, that's him and Hornswoggle were going back and forth with each other. He's goes, why are you offended? Like, prior to Game of Thrones, like, he didn't have like any huge major roles. Like, he went from playing the dwarf children's book writer at Elf to being Tyrion Lannister. Like, yep. Why is he, like, don't get me wrong, I love Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage, but where does he get off saying it's offensive to cast dwarves and dwarf roles when that's how he became famous?
Well, like Ben Shapiro says, he goes, so I don't understand this. He goes, I have never seen a title that has more specific to it than anything else. He goes, you're casting, no offense, he goes, you're casting a Mexican woman to be Snow White.
The fairest of them all.
He goes, it's literally in the name, Snow White. He goes, then you get rid of these doors. He goes, that's literally the name of the movie. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Not Snow White and the 6 medium-sized multicultural one dwarf. And he was talking about, people being offended about the doors. He's like, how are you offended? He goes, the doors are literally the hero of the movie. Like, see, he goes, this is where you idiots misconstrued the movie. He goes, everybody thinks Prince Charming is the hero. Oh, Prince Charming came in and saved the day and kissed. He goes, no, Prince Charming did nothing. He did not show up to the end of the movie, and all he did was kiss a girl. Because the dwarves are the one that fought off the witch.
Disney's gonna learn the hard way. I mean, Indiana Jones is getting his ass kicked right now by a movie that has no promotion whatsoever.
Oh, I guarantee Walt Disney has been turning in his grave for like the last decade.
Mm-hmm. The Sound of Freedom right now is kicking Indiana Jones' ass because Indiana Jones, they did the whole. It's the same woman that meddled with season 3 of The Mandalorian. Like, almost had the director of The Mandalorian walk off from that series because she wanted to change every little thing, and the only way he stayed on is he said, pretty much he told Disney, he's like, no, he goes, I'm done. I'll go work on Ahsoka. No, I'm done with Mandalorian. And the only way they got him to come back was they promised him that they would not let her meddle with it any longer.
Well, see, the dumb thing is that she's basically come out and admitted her goal is to change every movie to be all black and all gay cast members.
And people don't want to see, like, that's the reason why Super Mario Brothers destroys anything that Disney's been putting out here lately because people don't want to see that dumb shit. Like I'm sick and tired. Like that's why I stopped watching football because they kept putting the whole race shit in there. It's like I'm here to watch football, not freaking see a political statement. Just
it's like I
get
told
off
somebody.
of it.
They were like, well, you know, all these famous movies it portrays white people, blah blah blah. I said, okay, yeah, you know what? You also got to remember when those movies came out. That's how the world was. Like you got to understand, like Cinderella and all that shit did not come out in the 1990s. It came out in the 1930s and the 1940s. I said, so here's an idea. Instead of changing those, you know, so black people and gay people could be, you know, considered, you know, famous or whatever. Why don't you come out with a good idea, create a new movie?
That's what I said.
Where you can have black cast members and make, you know, black people the superheroes and stuff like that. It's not that hard. You don't change what's already been done. You create something new. Because now you've got all these movies that have been engraved into all of our heads as a child. That's all we've known our entire life. Now you're like, oh, hey, we're going to change it.
That's what I like. I would find it more offensive that they couldn't come up with an original story to create a black Disney princess. Like they couldn't come up with an original story to create another one or a black super. They want to change the race of everything that's already done instead of coming up with a new story. That's the laziest thing ever. Write something new. Come up with a new Disney princess. Come up with a new black superhero. Stop trying to change what's already there and do something. Honestly, I would be offended about The Little Mermaid. Honestly, I would. If I was black, I'd be offended and be like, why can't you just create, like, isn't there already a black mermaid? Why can't you create a movie about her life? Like, why change Ariel, who has been in a ton of movies, a ton of content for Disney as a redheaded white woman? Why not focus on, because I saw something where there was a black mermaid. Why not do a movie about her? And then you give little black girls someone to look up to, a whole new story, instead of them looking at it like, wait, Ariel was white, why is she black now? Like, it's just going to confuse kids.
Yep.
Do you do mods? No, I don't.
No, I quit dealing with Disney a long fucking time ago. You talk about a company that's woke. That is Disney 100%. I mean, I feel like you could call Disney and be like, I'm offended by this. They're like, okay, we're changing that immediately. Wait, are you the only one that's ever been offended by this? Yep. Okay, we're still changing it.
That's the other thing, is they're changing this shit around to appease people who don't even go to watch the movies.
Or people that go pay, you know, all that money to go to Disney World or Disneyland.
That's the most mind-boggling part.
I don't know. Disney is losing their ass badly.
That's why like there's a time and place to be like, you know, to you know, cater to that crowd, but when you're losing money hand over fist because you're changing stuff to appease these people, and your movie is getting destroyed at the box office by a freaking film that you've tried to prevent from getting out. Because see, The Sound of Freedom was actually filmed during under Fox back in, I think it said 2018, and then Disney bought Fox and they kept that under wraps, and then someone else come along and bought the rights to the movie, and that's how it got released. So Disney actively had this movie for roughly, what, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
And never put it out. And it's currently destroying Indiana Jones. They're having to do a promotion where you go into Applebee's, you spend $35 or more, you get a free ticket to go see Indiana Jones. Like, that's how bad this shit's doing. And I think it's why they're like, I'm pretty sure Barbie's already gonna like kind of tank at the box office because it's releasing the same week as Oppenheimer, which Oppenheimer is being hyped up to be one of like the best movies of the year. But I think they're also kind of counteract the whole shit that's going on with like Indiana Jones in it because they are pushing Barbie hard as well, and it hasn't even come out yet.
Well, see, that's the other bad thing. Like the Barbie movies, like it's one of them deals where like they make so many fucking Barbie. And that's the bad thing. Like, you know, that's why people love Disney for so long because, you know, Disney was popping out original movies all the time when we were kids, and they can't even do that no more. Like.
Well, technically, they weren't original. Most of your popular Disney movies are actually fairy tales that Disney took and made a little bit more.
Oh no, I'm talking about
kid friendly.
No, you remember when they would come out like every Saturday? They premiere a new Disney original movie. Like it wouldn't go to theaters and stuff. It'd just be strictly for Disney Channel.
Oh yeah. Like the
yeah,
the one with the girl that. The drag race.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know, now that is stuff they could have easily put into movie theaters, but they chose not to. But they can't even do that no more. Like, they can't even come up with original movies.
I mean, look at some of the, like, the not, like, Disney classics. For me, they're classics. Like, Flubber. Wasn't George of the Jungle a Disney movie? Or was that might not have been Disney.
No,
Tarzan was the
yeah.
But you had like the Fox and the Hat. You had so many great Disney movies, and now it's just they're like, let's take every animated movie we ever done and make it live action and make it woke. And the people who grew up on those movies, they're not going to go see it. And those people have kids, so they're not going to go see it. They're not going to take their kids to see it. So they're spending, I think it was Little Mermaid lost like $500 million.
Well, like, that's like, you know, Aladdin. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing against Will Smith at all.
He's no Robin Williams.
But when you grow up as a child, and you grow up as the genie being Robin Williams, you can't replace that kind of stuff. I mean, you just can't. And I'm not saying, you know, Will Smith did a bad job. I'm sure he did great. I mean, Will Smith is a very successful actor. He knows what he's doing.
But then you have to explain to your kids why Genie slapped Chris Rock. It's really awkward.
Mommy, why did Genie slap that guy? Oh, he was just giving him a refund on all of his wishes. Why is he cussing about some bald-headed lady?
Oh, see, Chris wished that Genie's wife had hair again. Oh, good lord. What's the last original thing that Disney came up with? Was Cars? What are they on, like the fourth
No, Cars was
movie?
Pixar.
Well, which was a Disney company. It was
Well,
released through Disney.
It was released through Disney, but the writers and everything had nothing to do with Disney. Basically, all that was they created a good movie. Disney knew it was going to be a big hit, so they were like, "Oh, hey, we'll pay you this money for us to slap our name on it." Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bum, 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 bum. Do you do mods? Oh, we're full. What are those? Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Why does this kid keep joining the Discord and leaving? Curious. Very curious. I'm just waiting to see how they screw up Harry Potter.
I'll give it time.
Oh, they're coming out with a TV series.
Oh, boy.
And I'm just waiting to see how they screw it up, because you know they're going to. One way, I'm a little bit excited because they're gonna each season is gonna be based off a book, and roughly each season is gonna be about 10 episodes. So instead of 2.5 hour long movie, we're gonna get a 10-hour long season. So everything that we wanted to see that from the books is gonna be it. Not to mention the advance in CGI and all that over those years. We're gonna get some cool visuals. But they're going to screw it up somehow.
What is Disney though?
Oh, Disney doesn't own Harry Potter. It's, is it Universal or is it Warner Brothers? One of those two that own it. I think it's Warner Brothers, and then Universal leased it. That's how Universal has like the Harry Potter world and everything in Universal Studios. Yeah. Yeah. That's not what I. Speaking of mods, though, if you haven't already, let's pull it up here while we unload our green cart. Bump, 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 bump. Your channel. Community. So this, there we go. If you haven't gone yet and voted, you have. This one's ended. This one's ended. This is the current one going on to figure out if we want to do painted doors or unpainted doors. So if you haven't already, go vote for Tanker 8. Did I unload that already? I think I did. Yep. I can give you guys a sneak peek of what it looks like currently. I've been putting a bunch of work into it, so let's go here. Let's go here, here. Oh, actually, no, it's over here. Do 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 do. If it opens. Here we go. Alright. Turn that on. So that's currently what it looks like. I've added mirrors because it didn't have mirrors. I added the dash logo here. I changed the rims. People voted they want the chrome rims over the orange rims, so I did that. Changed the bumper. I've changed the grill here. This was a different grill. I had to change the lights because for some reason the lenses were missing on the other ones. I need to add some more lights here, but I changed the pump panel for the same pump panel on I think it's John's dash flat top engine. So yeah, I've put some work into it. Still not done, but looking darn good. So the next one is voting on the doors. If you want these painted orange or left gray. And then I think the next poll is going to be the nickname for it, because I think we're going to put ad strip across the windshield here at the top, the nickname on it. So I think that's going to be the next poll. Not quite sure what else to do to it for poll wise, but that's what I currently have planned. Oh, I add the vent here too. Pull that off of one of PZ's things. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's why I'm working on when I get done streaming. And then I'm gonna add a brush truck. And an ambulance for sure. I'm thinking about making a reserve, or maybe making just a Mac like the reserve engine, and doing I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Make like I have in mind what I want the truck to look like. I got the parts all in my head. I'm gonna Frankenstein it all together after I finish the tanker, or probably before I finish the tanker, let's be honest, because right now I have to do the lights, and the lights is always the worst part for me. I hate doing lights. So I do lights, and I think I'm pretty much done with that. I still have to do lights on the Mac.
I want to try, but I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh, you have a good night, filler. I want to redo the light bar on the squad. And then I have to do all the lights and the graphics on the rescue. I think that's it. Gotta add a brush, medic, and a chief vehicle. That's gonna be. I'm gonna vote on. I was gonna vote on which people want which truck I should use as a brush in the department, but I'm kind of set on that 4900. I want to use that somehow. So I'm thinking about using it just as is, the cab and body, and then switching like the lights on it and maybe the bumper. I don't know. We'll see. But I got plans for the department. Like I said, I also want to do. I'm thinking about what the original thought was to do it like do it as like an old squad, and have like use the old squad as a reserve engine sort of deal. See, reserve engines don't make any sense for where I'm from because they don't have reserve engines. I know they do it in like cities and stuff, and I've even seen like smaller cities do it. They don't have them around here because around here, if they need a reserve truck, they always just borrow it from another department. Like, it's not uncommon to see, like here in town we had Dover's engine at one point while there was work being done on another truck. Up just recently up north, I think it was Cranston Heights, had one of Little Creek's engines up there while one of theirs was getting work done. So I've never thought of doing a reserve engine, but that's I kind of want to add to the roster without having to do like engine 1 and engine 2 sort of deal. So each one currently has its own. You have Rescue 8, you have Tanker 8, Engine 8, Squad 8, and then there'll be Medic 8 or Ambulance A8 or something like that, and then Brush 8. So each one, just one of each. That's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to do like Engine 8-1 or Engine 8-2, something like that. So the only way I can think of doing that would be do a reserve. I'm not gonna have a ladder truck in this department. It's gonna be like a very rural department. If that makes any sense. I'm talking to myself. Nobody's listening. Did he really just dump the... He did. He really just dumped the dump body off next to his house. This guy. At least his grass mowed. I don't think he replanted the grass. I was gonna say at least his grass is mowed, but... That's PJ's. What's up, Keith? How are you, man? Wake me up before you go. Cadius. Very curious. Do 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 do. If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. What is up with the frame drops? Holy cow. Is it the house? Is it because there's 2 of them right next to each other? Let's... we go over here. Maybe something wasn't loading in right or something? I don't know. That was weird. Seems to be fixed now. Wow. This field is just too weird to just do hired help. I mean, we can probably do it down here. But Jesus, Pete, this thing is just kind of all over the place. I think I'm just going to let him go straight across here. There we go. I think what we'll do is when we get down to that other corner, Just hire help and let him do his thing back and forth. I also want to build this fire truck from Tacoma FD. That's another project on the list. I need to see if I can find any pictures of it. Because I'm rewatching it. Because I didn't watch season 3, so I'm rewatching, starting from season 1. And I've noticed so far in the episodes, they really don't show much of the fire truck. Of course, I'm only on like season or episode 3, but still, they don't really show much of the actual fire truck. Oh, are we full? Why do I hit? Is my thing stuck? I guess because we're full. I say, where the hell is my tractor at? Don't Tony rob me there for a second. I ain't gonna lie. That was weird. It was dumping with no animation. Alright. Alright. Jump it, the crumpet. Alright, let's do a Google search real quick. Tacoma FD fire truck images. Yeah, that's not it. That's it. It's a Lance. Check that out. Oh no, it's a saber, not a lance. I think that's what this is. Oh, are we done? Why does it keep bringing that up? Why can't I just hire a helper now? Did it break? Okay, well, I guess we're not allowed to hire work areas anymore. Amar? Hello, how are you? I hope I pronounced that right. How are you doing tonight? Alright, well, ladies and gents, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We only got like 8 people watching and no one to talk to, so I'm bored. I think I'm going to go play some CSGO and then record some videos. So if you guys did like the stream, if you're still here, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Simulator 22 mod or Phoenix live streams, Be sure to click that subscribe button if you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video. Click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.